Hello, my name is Angel and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you my Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Middle-earth, Tolkien collection. I have loved the Lord of the Rings since I was in middle school. It was a big obsession for me for several years. My love has never wavered for Middle-earth. Over the years I have amassed quite the collection, so I wanted to share that with you all. Just things that I love. I am not trying to collect to sell things, or I don't hop onto every collectible item, so every item is very personal to me and what I've been able to find over the years or have been gifted. Let's dive right in. Before looking into my shelf up here that's dedicated to Tolkien, let's talk about the accessories that I have. So I have these Arwen earrings, and I'll do a close-up of these as well. And I am wearing, though I probably shouldn't be, the One Ring. These were both gifted to me. I love them so much. I've actually had this one since middle school, and this was for a birthday. Was it last year's birthday? I'm not sure, but love them so much. Then I have a couple of t-shirts. So this one is Gandalf, and this is a shirt from Hot Topic, I believe, when The Hobbit came out. Which one? The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, which I like the first Hobbit movie. I didn't like the others, but still like this shirt, and it's held up well after all of these years. So just a moment for Gandalf. And the next one I have is Legolas, and which I've worn before on this channel, so you might have seen it. It just has a collage of photos. They have these t-shirts for so many different characters and different people, and the movie, it says at the bottom, is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. And this one is just so cute and fun to wear around the house. Now on to my figurine type things. So I have the Pez candy collection. This has Frodo, Sam, the Eye, Aragorn, Gandalf, Legolas, Gimli, and Gollum. And then it also details them in the back, and the picture behind them is of Rivendell. This is so cute. This came out at Walmart, so I got it at Walmart years ago now. It says 2011 on the back, and it says limited edition Pez of 150,000. Next I have Elrond. This is the Elrond action figure for Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. It says he has an elven sword, attack action. I haven't opened him to try that, but it's just so cute, and I love how on the back of these it has the Lord of the Rings official fan club with a phone number and a website. So this one I found at a flea market, so I'll just go ahead and show the other collection that I found at a flea market, which is massive. This is the Coronation. So we have Faramir, Éowyn, Aragorn, Arwen, and Éomer at the end here. This is so difficult to hold up, but it says on the back here, with the quest fulfilled and the Dark Tower of Barad-dûr destroyed, the reign of Sauron is at an end. Throughout Middle-earth, the voices and hands of free peoples are raised high together in songs of celebration and triumph. And nowhere is the celebration more joyful than at the White City of Minas Tirith, which, but for the return of her king, would have been destroyed by Sauron's hordes. Here, King Elisar receives his crown and his bride, the elf lady Arwen, ushering in a new age of peace and freedom for all kindreds. Look at that. Here we have the same official, join the official Lord of the Rings fan club. As soon as I saw this, had to grab that. That's a part of being a fan, is even if something seems huge and like you have no room for it, if you see it out in the wild, you just have that impulse to pick it up and buy it and bring it home. The next figure is a recent one, so I say recent, but 2012, so not that recent anymore, but it is for The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. So for the first film, they came out with these. For Legolas, it says Legolas Greenleaf, and he's got his quiver, his bow and arrows. The website on the back of this one is www.thehobbit.com, which I'm not sure if any of these websites are still up. I know of the onering.net. I used to keep up with that one, but I haven't even logged on to that one recently. So for this collection, they had Bilbo Baggins, Thorin Oakenshield, Tauriel, and Gandalf the Grey. I didn't pick up any of those. Now that I'm looking through this, I feel like I am missing some of my collection. I feel like I have Gandalf. I really tried to get everything together for this video, but having moved a lot, I have things in the storage building and back at my childhood home. So I have no clue, but if I find it, I'll share it on here sometime in the future, maybe do an updated collection. But I know for The Hobbit as well, they came out with the movie companions, and I do have those. Those are at my childhood home. I didn't bring those with me just because I don't feel the need to flip through those as much. I think the movies were beautifully filmed, and I enjoy the behind the scenes of every movie for this franchise, absolutely. Watching the behind the scenes for The Lord of the Rings made me think that I wanted to be a filmmaker. It was so fun, and I still would like to travel to New Zealand and see the Hobbit in set. The Hobbit movie companions I have are just those little paperbacks, which you may have those as well, or you may have them for Twilight. They had those out for Twilight, for the Hunger Games. All those adaptations that were coming out at that time, they had these companions, so you may know the ones I'm talking about. I'll insert an image here. This is the figure I have, and unfortunately the glue, I guess, was just not that good. It just popped off, so I'll have to glue that back down. Then I have, so the War of the Rohirrim was the anime movie that just came out, and I went to see that in theaters and picked up the popcorn tin that looks like a shield. That's the lid here, and the bottom just says The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, and 130 ounces. I definitely did not eat all of the popcorn that I had in here, but I thought the tin was cute. Okay. So you just pop the lid off, and then you have your little shield that also says Lord of the Rings. Oh wait, no, it just says The War of the Rohirrim all around the shield. And cute. Now onto my most recent addition, and that is the Shire Lego set. Am I holding up the right side? The Shire Lego set. I am so excited to build this. I haven't built a big Lego set like this. This will be my first time, but I'm so excited for it. I'm hoping it does look smaller than the Rivendell set and the Eye of Sauron set. I went with this one because I don't have that much room, but also I love the Shire and it looks so cute. We have Bilbo Baggins' birthday party, his 111st birthday, so cannot wait to build this. And there's a lot of moving parts in this one as well. And with that came Smeagol and Deagle. There's a snapshot of the scene where they're fishing. Of course we know what happens with that. It does not end well, but how cool is that? So now let's do a deep dive into what I keep out on my shelf at all times. The accessories I keep on the shelf include a Frodo action figure. This is another one that I found at a flea market. Will it focus? He's just got his sword, Sting. Oh, so dusty, I apologize. And cloak, leaf part, the leaf clasp seems to have fallen off here, but he's movable. And he's got his little hairy feet, his little hairy hobbit feet. So cute. I have actually dressed up as Frodo quite a few times, but I just love him. I have this candle that has the Elvish written all around it, and then one ring to roll them all at the bottom. If you burn this candle, there is a ring inside of it. I haven't burned it yet. Yeah, it says that this is the Lord of the Rings, the One Ring Glass Candle, New Line Cinema 2021. So if you burn this, you get another ring. Then I have a little baby Bilbo Baggins, Gandalf. These just sit on the side of my edition of The Hobbit, and these were actually cake toppers. So for my birthday, when the Hobbit films were coming out, you could get a Hobbit cake, and my wonderful grandma, well, I call her Mamaw, my wonderful Mamaw got me a Hobbit cake, and it was the best birthday ever, so of course I had to save these. I believe there was also a Thorin one. I'm not sure what happened to him, unfortunately, but still have Bilbo and Gandalf. And of course, I have the Burger King goblets. A couple of these were gifted to me. Others I just found in random places. They are Arwen, Frodo holding the ring, Aragorn, and Gandalf with his staff. And they all just say The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring on the other side. Oh, sorry, forgot my newest edition, which is this little frame of a Hobbit home of Bag End. I have the Tolkien Reader. This includes the adventures of Tom Bombadil. These are all mass market paperback copies. So this just says stories, poems, and commentaries by the author of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. Then we have Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, Pearl, Sir Orfeo. So these are Tolkien's translations of these old and great tales. And then we have the Silmarillion. Beowulf, Tolkien's translation of Beowulf. This is a thick copy because this is the translation and commentary. So you can see Eworm, the dragon, there on the cover. I've got two editions of The Hobbit. So the first edition is the 75th anniversary edition, 1937 to 2012. These are the end papers. A very good edition, as well as this one, which I keep in its beautiful dust jacket. Oh, this one is gorgeous. And these are the edges. Beautiful. Now on to my Lord of the Rings editions. These are heavy. So these two are the same edition, but we have hardcover and paperback. So the paperback one I got first and read. This has the complete classics. So this has all three books: the Fellowship, the Fellowship, the Two Towers, and the Return of the King. And then this one is the hardcover copy that was a gift, and this is the one that I have annotated. Really love this edition. This is a great edition. It has all of the books in it, beautifully bound. The paperback is very floppy too. I love a floppy paperback. And then we have this edition. How beautiful is this one? This is my most recent edition. Red with the Elvish. Comes with the map. If you collect copies, I really love this edition. This is amazing. The illustrations. Everything just looks so pretty in this copy. And you also get this. How neat. The books are in red, the chapter titles, the page numbers are in red. So it's just I think, just a very well executed edition. Love it. Of course, those copies are huge because my Lord of the Rings, those editions have all 3 books together, so they're the complete classic. I have the Making of Middle Earth, The Worlds of Tolkien and the Lord of the Rings. This is by Christopher Snyder, and it's just a beautiful book. What this book includes is Learning His Craft, Tolkien's Middle Ages, There and Back Again, Tales of the Third Age, The Song of Iluvatar, Monsters and Critics, Media and Middle Earth, Tolkieniana, Culture and Counterculture. So this starts from the beginning and goes on into the culture today. Saw this in a bookstore and had to add it to my collection. Then for the film's 20th anniversary, I picked up this magazine. This is Life, The Lord of the Rings, The Origins, Stories, The Extraordinary Adventure. This was on display until March 25th of 2022. It gives you an overview of Tolkien and also the movies. Love this scene. For the beautiful artwork that was done for the films by Alan Lee and John Howe, I had to get a couple books. So I have a Middle-earth Traveler, Sketches from Bag-End to Mordor by John Howe. Of course, this is a gorgeous book. Unfortunately, the dust jacket is very, very thin, and it was delivered to me peeling and ripped a little, so that's unfortunate, but this book is gorgeous, and it's pretty underneath the dust jacket, so I don't even need to leave the ripped dust jacket on it because the naked book is gorgeous. Then we have the Lord of the Rings sketchbook by Alan Lee. Another gorgeous book. I just love to flip through these from time to time. The author bio here, and I need to pick up more because it says he has illustrated a wide range of books including fairies, Merlin dreams, castles. Wow. Which I would definitely be interested in. So that's this one. I picked up this wooden bookmark, the Green Dragon, at a Ren Fair last year. Very cute and compact. But I think that is everything that I have with me. That is everything that I keep out on this shelf all year long, and then some new additions to my collection that I'm super excited about. I cannot wait to build that Lego set. I have no clue how long it will take me. Knowing me, it will be hours and hours, but it will totally be worth it. I'd love to hear in the comments below what you love to collect, if you also keep a Lord of the Rings collection, and if you have any of these things in your collection as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye!